Most exciting destination in all of northern Wisconsin. LCO Casino Lodge and Convention Center, Hayward. LCO.
Hello, I'm Kimberly, and welcome to the weekend edition of the NAVE News Update. It's Friday, October 13th. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at IndianCountryNews.com. And here's the news for today from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. The federal government is awarding nearly $420,000 to the Navajo and Hopi tribes to prepare for the closure of a coal-fired power plant and mine. The Navajo generating station in Ague, Arizona, and the Caliente mine will shut down in 2019 unless a new owner for the power plant is found. The U.S. Department of Commerce announced financial support for communities dealing with the declining use of coal. The Navajo Nation will get nearly $155,000 for a commercial plan to ease the impact of the shutdown. The Hopi tribe will receive about $265,000 to develop a business incubator program and to study economic development that's not tied to coal mining. And another $250,000 goes to the Arizona State University in Navajo County for projects related to the power plant and mine closures. The Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe in northern Minnesota has decided not to renew nearly 350 waterfront lot leases. As a result, non-tribal cabin owners will have to vacate their cabins. The tribe wants to claim the land as part of a plan to address the reservation's growing homelessness epidemic. That means this fall that nearly 75 cabin owners will have to sell their cabins to a band member, move the structure off the property, or leave the cabin behind. Though the cabin owners lease the land, they still own the cabins. The lots will be consolidated and homesteaded by 80 tribal families. Phasing out the leases will cost the department about $500,000 a year. About 500 homeless tribal members are looking for places to live on the reservation, and 100 others are applying for tribal land allotments where they can build a home. The Northwestern Band of the Shoshone Nation recently purchased about 640 acres north of Preston, Idaho. The purchase includes the site of the Bear River Massacre. Ralph Johnson sold the ground to the tribe on behalf of Ben Johnson family, which once farmed the area. The tribe intends to use a $72,000 grant from the National Park Service that they were awarded earlier this summer to help them plan and implement their vision for the area. As a burial ground for their ancestors killed when Colonel Patrick Connor and the California Volunteers attacked several tribes of Shoshone gathered at the site for their annual warm dance, the tribe wants to leave the land undeveloped. The Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa, northern Wisconsin, will begin trapping and tracking wolves on the Bayfield Peninsula this fall. The tribe received a grant from the Bureau of Indian Affairs to help the tribe track wolves. Jeremy St. Arnold, tribal wildlife and forestry biologist, said the funds will pay for traps and satellite collars to pinpoint wolf movements. The tribe plans to collar 2 packs this fall and expand wolf tracking as more funds become available. St. Arnold said they will begin collaring the St. Croix River and Echo Valley packs. The collars will relay the location of wolves every 25 minutes versus once a week, which is how often the tribe had been obtaining data from the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. St. Arnold said the information will be used to learn more about the packs, prey, and behavior over the life of the collars, which spans 2 to 3 years. The Red Cliff biologist said they hope to better understand wolves moving through the reservation, timber harvest, and the Pasa Island National Lakeshore. The Ague Caliente Band of Kumeyaay Indians announced plans for a 5.8-acre cultural center in downtown Palm Springs, California. The cultural center will feature a nearly 48,000 square foot Ague Caliente Cultural Museum, a new spa and bathhouse that celebrates the tribe's ancient hot mineral spring, a gathering plaza, gardens, and an oasis trail. Groundbreaking is scheduled in early 2018 with a 2-year construction cycle. And that's another roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the NAVE News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me and have a grand day.